самолетом, а цензура для артиста.
You finally suffered through and you got the MiG-19PT. How the fuck do you play it? Okay, so right before spawning in, I select the R3S, the 20 minutes of fuel and the air target build. You could take the armor target build, but just don't take the default one because it has less tracers than those guys. Alright, so right after spawning in, turn off the radar because it's fucking useless. So you don't, you know, notify your enemies when you're near. While we're going for the climb, by the way, set to 25 degrees. I'm gonna explain the pros and cons and usually how to even play this plane. Okay, so for the pros, you have great guns, which are 30mm and R30s, which if they hit, they essentially, like, the enemy planes collapse like fucking Lego hitting the ground. You have great acceleration and great climb rate, as you can already see. It's an afterburning plane after all. You have great flight performance at both low and high speed, at both low and high altitude, so that's really good. And you also get an RWR, so at high altitude, if a MiG is trying to get you with the radar missile, you should be fine. For the cons, you have insanely low ammo. The guns are extremely hard to aim, you constantly get up tiers, and you essentially need to know what you're doing. To essentially play this plane, what you're doing is you're climbing, baiting your enemies to get up to your altitude, essentially energy trap them, and then you force them into an energy/dogfight, which is essentially the whole gameplay of this plane. So you shouldn't expect like to do many kills. Usually for example, what I get is maybe 2-3 kills a game, which isn't much, but it's just how this plane plays. It's very slow. You should be very careful with your aim and with your ammo, so, you know, that's how it is. Also, don't stick like to low altitude, like don't make out with the deck. You don't need to do that. Let's try and see if we can get this R3H, because he's gonna be very slow. And that's perfect for us, because I don't think he has flares. So I'm gonna shoot a missile now. That should get him. Nice. So yeah, don't go into like furbows like here, like down below, because you'll lose. Like this plane is not built for this. Like force your opponents to come to you instead of coming to them. Just don't come in them, you know. By the way, don't rely on the R3Ss because they're only 10 Gs and they're essentially M9Bs. Don't rely on them. Only like at high altitude where planes are much harder to control. There you can do some frags with them. Let's maybe try and dive to this MiG-15 and then climb back up. Gonna trade in some of my speed to get some altitude and get to energy trap him. And he's already basically stalling. Just need to be careful around that hunter. Gonna deploy my flaps. He's gonna miss, nice. And we just dive on this MiG. And run away from the hunter. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna run away again, because we're faster than them. Actually, I'll climb even more for this R3H, because he's gonna be going very slow. This is a rough dogfight, I need to keep avoiding all of them. Cannot really do anything. I'll stay away from the top, I'm not gonna dive on him. I'll keep my altitude. So yeah, like, essentially one advice that I can give you, don't get greedy in this plane, even if you see like someone alone there, just don't risk your altitude. You need altitude to survive on this plane. You need speed and altitude, otherwise you're fucking dead. And we'll get a crit. Okay, so what are my thoughts about this plane? Don't play it. Generally don't play it. it's really hard to perform well. If you do one single mistake, you're dead. And this plane is not forgiving at all. Yeah, it's kind of fun to dogfight in, but there's much more better planes to do that. Like, I don't know, the MiG-21 SMT, which is just 1 BR higher, or there's the MiG-15, there's the Su-9. There's lots of better planes to do that in, so I probably wouldn't play it. Because, you know, the guns are extremely hard to aim, they don't have much ammo, you don't have flares, and since you constantly get up tiers to around 10.3, 10.0, that means A10s with A9Ls, that means Su-25s with R60Ms, and so on. So, yeah, good luck, you know, good luck dealing with those. But, yeah, I personally wouldn't recommend it, even as a somewhat experienced player. Don't play it. Just pick another plane. But if you want to suffer, if you're not already suffering in War Thunder, then go for it. It's fun if you actually like get into it, like get into the plane, if you learn how to like properly aim the guns and so on. But my recommendation, don't play this plane, play something else, because this is a rough one to play. But yeah, I hope you guys like this review. And again, thank you everyone for getting me to 450 subscribers for my birthday gift, which is on the 27th. So yeah, thank you a lot, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Also, don't forget to join the Discord. Right, bye bye.